These next few slides we're going to look at just non-context, but just looking at different types of elimination problems and solving those. So when you look at this one here, you notice that when your decision of eliminating x or y, you look at the x coefficients here, they're opposite signs. So if they're opposite signs and they're the same, then you want to add those together. So if you do that and add those, you eliminate the x. So you got -2 plus 8, and you get 6y is equal to -36. So divide by 6 on both sides, and you get y equals -36. So once we know that, we can pick either equation. So I'll just go to the second equation. So 4x plus 8 times -6 equals -24. So I get 4x minus 48 is equal to -24. So I'll add 48 to both sides, and I get 4x is equal to 24. So divide both sides by 4, you get x equal 6. So the ordered pair would be 6, -6. That would be your solution. Number 2. Again, you look at your system that's given, and you just determine, do I want to eliminate x? Do I want to eliminate y? And in this case, the y's are same coefficients. So -1, it's a +1. So since they're different signs, you want to add. So if you add these two together, you're going to get 1x and 2x. You're going to get 3x. The y's eliminate, and you're left with 30. Divide 30 by 3, and you get x equal 10. So I'm going to go back up to this first equation. And so 10 minus y is equal to 11. So I'm just going to add y and subtract 11. So 10 minus 11 is equal to y. So -1 is equal to y. So your solution to the system would be 10, -1. And remember, ways to check is you can always substitute the 10 in for x. You can do this on your calculator. You'd substitute 10 in for x, substitute -1 in for y. The left side better equal 11, and substitute 10 in for x and -1 in for y, and the left side better equal 19. If it doesn't, then we know we've got an issue with our system solution. Number 3, you're looking at your system, and you see that the signs are the same, but the coefficients are the same as well. So that spells out subtraction. If you're struggling with subtracting a negative, you can always make this become a positive, but it would involve multiplying everything by -1. So I would have 2x minus 9y is equal to -25. And multiplying by -1 basically changes the sign of every term in this equation. So that would be 4x plus 9y is equal to 23. Now we would like to add. Why? Because the signs are different, coefficients are the same. So if we add, -9 plus 9 goes to 0, -2 plus 4 goes to 2x, and we get -2. So x would be -1. X would be -1, and then you would substitute back into either equation. So if I substitute back into the first equation, This will be 2 minus 9y equals negative 25. And if I subtract 2, I get negative 9y is equal to negative 27. And that would be dividing both sides by negative 9. So that would be y is equal to 3. So negative 1, 3 would be the solution. Be the solution to the system. Number 4. Look at your system that you set up or has been given, and your eyes ought to go right here to the y's. Y. Coefficients are the same, and we have addition here, so we can move to subtraction since the signs are the same. So 7 take away 8 gives me a negative 1x. 2 minus 2 goes to 0. And 24 take away 30 is negative 6. So that will 4x would equal positive 6. Come back up to either equation. I'm going to go to the top equation. So 7 times 6 plus 2 times y equals 24. So 42 plus 2y is equal to 24. And I'm going to subtract 42. So that gives me 2y is equal to negative 18. And divide negative 18 by 2, and we get negative 9. So your solution would be 6, negative 9. Again, remember you can check by substituting 6 in for x, negative 9 in for y. The left side should equal 24. 6 in for x, negative 9 in for y. The left side should equal 30. Last problem with this video, and we're looking at our system that's given, and notice that I've got a coefficient of 1, negative 7, 5, 10. Nothing's the same. However, we could multiply the top equation by 7, and that would allow us to eliminate the y's. So 7 multiplied to every term would be 35x plus 7y is equal to 63. Bottom equation would be 10x minus 7y is equal to negative 18. So we would add those together. That would, why are we adding again? Because the coefficients are the same, but the signs are different. This is a 0 pair. This goes to 0. So 63 minus 18, and I get 45. And 35 plus 10, I get 45x. So therefore, x is equal to 1. And since I have this equation here, I'm going to substitute 1 in for x. So I get 5 plus y is equal to 9. So therefore, y has to be 4. So the ordered pair would be 1, 4 as the solution.